Biscuits and Blurays podcast where we watch Blu-rays and Biscuit feel no pain. No pain at all.
Only gain.
Yeah, no pain. No pain, only gain. Host Jade and James, hello.
Hello.
I put you first that time. Didn't mean to.
As it should be.
How'd you feel like that?
Because I am wife. I deserve to be first.
We don't know how to end season 4.
Well, you don't.
We struggle with ending. The royal we, you're part of this too.
But do we though, James? This sounds like a you problem.
You say that, but the problem is I come up with ideas and then I lose momentum.
No, you're not. You're just like one of those weirdos. You're like a raffle.
Like a
I can't end it
raffle?
on a 0. It's got to end on a 0 or a 5.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, because we planned on doing maybe like 22 episodes, and then we just got carried away, and it got to 30, and then we got to 31 because
Snow White
happened, and I can't do that. I'm the same with the television volume.
It's got to be on an even number.
Yeah, it's got to be on a multiple of 5 at least. So this is episode 32.
So there's 3 more coming, guys.
So there's probably 3 more coming, and I couldn't think about what to do.
No, you could not.
And our Lord and Saviour Jack Quaid released.
He swooped on in.
He swooped in there and saved the day. Novocaine.
Give me Novocaine.
Now, yeah, this is a problem for us because we are fans of the American Idiots Green Day. So when we think Novocaine, give me Novocaine.
Yeah, we did the show, didn't we, last year? And
we did.
It sticks in our head.
Yeah, that's all I could think of. And I'm surprised that song is not in this movie.
His name's stupid, though, isn't it?
His name's Nathan Caine. Nate Caine.
Well, Nathan.
Nathan
Nate,
Caine,
don't
yeah.
they? Yeah. So, it's got to be very similar to his nickname.
Apparently, yeah, this is an original thing. Good times. In that case, then, I think that the fact that his surname is Caine and he feels no pain, good times. I think that's quite original. Welcome to the first original movie of 2025.
Yay! We've seen some original films this year.
Opus?
Yes.
We all know.
Companion?
That was a Jack Quaid movie.
That's Jack Quaid. There's been other films we've seen this year.
Let's do a deep dive on Mr. Quaid. Mm-hmm. We like a Quaid in this house.
We do indeed.
You like all the Quaids.
Oh, there's so many talented Quaids out there.
There are 3 Quaids.
3 in particular.
Okay, so it needs to be addressed. The elephant in the room. Mm-hmm. Nepo babies.
Yes.
How do you feel about Nepo babies?
I don't mind a Nepo baby being cast if they are the right person for that role.
If they are talented as well.
If they are talented people and they are perfect for the role that they are playing and they're giving it their all, I do not mind.
Who's your favourite Nepo baby?
Oh, that's hard because there's so many and then there's other people that you don't know is a Nepo baby. Then you find out their granddad's some Oscar winner from the 50s or something like that and you're like, oh, fucking hell.
Hello, Nicolas Cage.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's hard because there's loads of them.
Mm-hmm.
About you?
About favourite Nepo baby?
Mm-hmm.
Probably Nicolas Cage.
Really?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it, why not?
Ah, the bees.
The bees. But Mr. Quaid is one of many Quaids. Mm-hmm. Well, Jack Quaid anyway. But we spoke about this in the car. We did a thing where we talked about the movie in the car on the way home.
Yes, as we always do.
And now we're both like, ugh.
Like, we've already spoken about this.
Yeah, we're trying to tread ground again. You have a tricky relationship with Jack Quaid.
Yes. The very first movie I saw him in,
Most people saw him in.
he had all but one line. Not even line. He only said one thing, and that was, woo! He played Marvel in The Hunger Games, and he, spoiler alert, killed Rue. I cannot forget this.
Who's Rue?
Everybody knows who Rue is.
Okay, for those who don't though.
Rue is a little girl who was killed in The Hunger Games. She got speared.
Okay.
It's very sad.
Very sad.
It's very emotional.
Mr. Quaid did that though.
Mr. Quaid did that, and I cannot forgive him for this.
Okay.
That will never go away.
Okay. He's done other things since though. His career has naturally progressed.
Yes, he did The Boys, didn't he? He's been the breakout star from that.
Which is weird, I find.
Because there's so many other great actors in that as well.
Oh, that is a full-on, that's a menagerie of actors.
And I mean, it's so memeable as well, that show.
I've only seen season 1 or 2. I don't know how it gets better from there. But as nepotism goes, it's good that Mr. Quaid started out as all these little bit parts and has slowly worked his way up.
Yeah, he's built his way up. It's what we like to see.
And in doing so, he's covered many, many genres.
I like to see it.
And I think his big one really would be... Oh, he was in Rampage. Do you remember Rampage?
I didn't see it, but I remember it being around.
He died in that one.
Oh, great.
So spoiler alert, he died in that. His probably biggest one would be obviously The Boys, but then Scream being a big player in that. And then, like, who could it be? Good to see him. This is probably his first lead role in a major motion picture.
Yeah, I mean, he was the leading man in Companion, but he wasn't.
He wasn't
the kind of your main girl.
Yeah. How do you find him in this?
He is so cute. He's so good.
Yeah, he's really good in this.
He's so likeable as well.
But I think that about Jack Quaid anyway. To the point where it was that any time he was on screen, the film was so much better.
Yeah, he's naturally quite funny, and this role suited him so much.
So what's the plot of this? But essentially,
okay, so Nathan, played by Mr. Quaid, he works in a bank. He has a condition in which he cannot feel any pain.
Yeah, it's a medical condition. So
it affects all different aspects of his life. Reason being that he not feeling pain. Obviously, pain is a symptom of certain things, certain illnesses. It could kill him, basically. The fact that it seems weird, if you know what I mean.
There's an example that the film gives quite early on of what essentially he's wrapped in bubble wrap as a child. He mentions this.
Yeah.
And essentially, he doesn't eat solid foods because if he bit his tongue, he wouldn't know.
He wouldn't know, and he could swallow it and grin.
Just not good. But also, you would know, wouldn't you? You still, like, because you can't feel pain, yeah, that's fine, but you'd know if something doesn't taste right, or if your mouth's filling with blood, or...
Yeah, you'd have thought, because blood has a taste.
Yeah, you can't feel pain, but you can feel touch.
Yeah, you can't feel blood, you'd know what that consistency is like.
Yeah, so you'd be like, oh, no, hang on a minute, I've bit my tongue. Oh yeah, bad times for me.
Bad times.
So, yeah, before we go any further, like, I don't want to do spoilers for this, but it's hard not to.
Yeah, so
well,
it's all in the trailer anyway. But he works for a bank and he meets a girl. They hit it off. It's all quite cute.
Yeah.
And then the bank he works for is robbed.
Yes, and she is taken hostage, and it's a quest. It's a Jack quest.
Jack quest. Oh no.
To essentially get her back.
Yeah.
He's not a superhero. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. I think anybody watching this to see a John Wick or something like that, you're not going to get it.
This is a problem here, though, because I haven't seen John Wick.
Oh, James.
Have you seen John Wick?
John Wick is great.
Really?
Yeah.
We are doing John Wick next season on the podcast.
I like John Wick.
You like John Wick?
I want to see Ballerina as well when it comes out.
Have you seen the other John Wicks?
Yes.
Have you seen all 4 John Wicks?
I've not seen the 4th, but I've seen all the others.
Okay.
Went to the cinema to watch all of them.
What am I missing?
Keanu Reeves he's badass.
Great.
The first one especially is, I think, it's just a good story.
Okay, and then does it get a bit like...
It starts getting silly for me.
Okay. We'll talk about it. I have seen the film Nobody.
Okay.
Which is Bob Odenkirk vehicle. It was described as the more geriatric John Wick. Which is weird, because Bob Odenkirk's a comedy star.
Yeah.
And that had a bit more of a tongue-in-cheek thing. However... I like an action movie with a bit of a comedic edge. So do I. I think it keeps it more fun. Yeah. I don't want to... I feel like this with the Statham films. I feel like he plays it very serious the majority of the time, and please don't people hate on me going, well, in this movie he played more of a comedy character. All I know is the films I've seen actors like him in it, they play it very serious. He's a local lad. He is a local lad. We like to see it. It did put me in mind of 2 Statham movies, though. Which ones? The little movies, not the Megs, don't worry. They're called Crank. Have you seen Crank? Oh, Crank's famous, isn't it? Is it famous? I think it's famous, yeah. It's essentially, so, is it that his adrenaline levels or his heart levels? His adrenaline level can't drop, can it? Or his pulse can't drop, or something like that, yeah. And he basically has to keep, it's an adrenaline-fueled fuckfest. Yeah, basically. Essentially, those movies. And that's what this reminded me of. Even though it's different, guys. It's different. It's sweeter. And at its core is a emotional edge. Also, this is a Christmas movie. Yeah, there's also quite a lot of gore in it. A few times I had to look away. Obviously, this character can't feel pain. No. So there's some things he does to himself because he can't feel it that still made me go, ooh, that would hurt. We can't really give spoilers away. There's nothing really Gerald's game. No. But you should probably bear Gerald's game in mind. Yeah. That's all we'll say about that. Well, it's the main character that can mutilate himself, very a la Deadpool. Yes. Deadpool can feel pain, But I think, okay,
Well, Deadpool can feel pain, but he
does it anyway.
regenerates.
Yeah. This, though, flips it on its head. Comedy, famously, if someone has to suffer, that's the nature of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
So slapstick, someone will go, "Ow, that really hurts," or something like that.
Yeah.
But the comedy here, because he can't feel pain, is flipped on its head.
Yeah.
And then the comedy comes at the people's reaction because, like, this guy just keeps getting back up. Like,
I keep punching this guy in the stomach and nothing's happening.
Yeah. And B, Jack Quaid is selling this.
Yeah, he's really funny, and also because, especially in the earlier scenes where he starts to fight back a little bit, it's a bit more self-defense to begin with.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's doing. There's a kitchen scene that's particularly funny where he's just throwing anything at this guy. He's throwing flour at him, and it's really great.
Yeah. But it's here at the Biscuits and Blurays podcast, stunt work is applauded.
Yay! I was actually going to say to you, I remember around this time last year, we were watching Fall Guy.
Yeah.
And people just didn't go out to see that.
Yeah.
And that was a good movie. Do you think we're going to see the same with this?
I don't know. Is it something about this, like, what month are we in? Is it something about this March window that people just don't see movies? Or they sort of wait for bigger blockbusters?
No idea.
Because we've had all the romantic movies and
Valentine's Day and
Captain America and stuff, and now we're getting into Easter. Easter is really when stuff comes out. Looking at you, Minecraft.
It's families time, isn't it? Really,
exactly. So this, like, who is this for? Teenagers.
Teenagers, and I think it's for couples.
Yeah.
As well, like it's good for. There were a lot of people that were on dates, having like date night when they went to see this.
There was quite a few, like in the screen we went to. It wasn't busy.
Mm-hmm.
But there were couples.
Yeah.
And that was nice.
It was nice.
It was nice. I wonder if any of those have got a bloody podcast.
Oh, well, we have.
Yeah, we're two losers with the podcast, thank you very much. Yeah, so the comedy comes from Jack Quaid just having a good old time. And I could have watched him do this all day.
How do you see him? Do you see him as being an action star in the future?
I think the action stars have changed.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't. I think, but I'm trying to think back in the day, your Arnies and stuff, and your Sylvester Stallone.
That's kind of more like the 80s, isn't it? It's like your Arnie's, your Mr. Stallone, and then I think as you go more to like towards the 90s, you got Brad Pitt, Cruise.
Yeah. And then superheroes have taken over.
Yeah.
The problem with that is most of them are billionaires with no parents.
Yeah.
So they're not super relatable.
Mm-hmm.
But every now and then there's been a film where someone is just a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, does John Wick have that edge?
No, John Wick was already in that line of work beforehand. He was retired from it.
Yeah, but there's a film we're talking about. Shoot 'em Up next season as well, and even that he's had some form of training. You don't really get a guy who's just winging it that often.
Yeah.
When you do, it's probably there's some examples out there, but this is a good example of one.
Yeah.
And as the film progresses, his fight or flight gets a bit more. He gets more smooth with it.
Yeah, gets a bit more confident with it because I feel like he kind of knows already that it's what's the word? It's almost like he grabs things at random.
Yeah.
And he gets lucky quite a lot through it.
He gets lucky, but my God, it's a joy to watch.
It is. Mm-hmm. I had quite a lot of fun with it as well.
He's not alone in this. There are other players in here. Mm-hmm. He has a friend. He's a bit of a loner, this guy.
Yeah.
Got friends on the internet. That's nice. This guy is played by Jacob Batalon.
Yeah.
Who was in Spider-Man.
Yes.
Tom Holland's best mate.
Yeah, and he's more or less doing the same thing he does in that film in this one.
Which is weird because in one of the Spider-Verse movies, I forget which one, Jack Quaid played Peter Parker. So it all connects.
It all connects.
The girl he's seeing, whose name was Sherry.
Yeah.
She's played by Amber Midthunder. That's a good name.
It's a strong name.
Yeah, she was in Prey, which is the Predator movie.
Yeah.
So she's an action star in her own right.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, I'm glad for her. She's very Mikey Madison in this.
I thought it was Mikey Madison. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, that's Oscar winner Mikey Madison, isn't it? And the villain of the piece is played by Ray Nicholson. Now, he was in a film that we very much liked last year.
You especially. You liked this movie more than me.
It was a banger.
It was good, but I didn't rate it quite as highly as you did.
Okay, that's fair. He's also a victim of nepotism, and if you don't know his name, I'll say it again, Ray Nicholson.
Yes, he was in all the promo stuff for Smile because his smile is iconic.
Yes.
Because it's his dad's, basically.
It's his dad's smile. Just, you should probably get it by now. We won't drop his name. Jack Nicholson. So, he's another Nepo baby.
Yeah.
How did you find him in this, the villain?
I thought he was great.
Yeah?
Again, he doesn't really have too much to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because the villains in this, they all kind of split up, and they all have their moment with Mr. Quaid by themselves.
Yeah.
He never really fight, other than the beginning scene, he never really gets them together.
No, he doesn't, yeah.
No, so that's the thing, Mr. Nicholson doesn't really have a lot to do in that respect. But what he does do, he has a lot of fun with.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see him, crack on at it. Mm-hmm. I don't want to see him get typecast in these sort of stuff, though.
No, neither do I.
In Smile, even though he wasn't the villain in that, he was basically the only one who would stand and smile.
Yeah.
So, mix it up a bit. Your dad did.
Yeah.
The trailer sold this as another John Wick.
Yeah, I think the trailer actually didn't sell me how good the film was.
Okay.
I feel like the trailer made it look quite mid.
I agree.
And I feel like it was better than what I was first anticipating the film to be like.
Mm-hmm. It does take a while to get going.
Oh, it does. It's a bit of a slow burn, especially at the beginning.
Yeah, I'd say there's a good half an hour where it's literally just the relationship between Jack Quaid and Mikey Madison.
So you can kind of get the idea as to why he is going after her, because they've already got this bit of a connection, and it's meant quite a lot to him.
Did you find that believable?
A little bit.
Okay.
But I mean, bearing in mind that it's a girl he's fancied for months. He finally gets his moment. I think he feels like they've had a connection. Mm-hmm. They sleep together.
Yeah.
And he even says it was life-changing for him.
Yeah.
So maybe it just has. Maybe it's the first person he feels like he actually had a close bond with.
There's reasons to it. They're a bit deep, and the film does it I think it does it quite well.
Yeah.
I believed it completely. I was like, I need him to get the girl. Mm-hmm. There is something that happens in the middle of the movie which we won't spoil.
There is a twist in this.
There is a twist, and it's like slap bang in the middle.
It completely shocked me. I was like, oh, when it happened.
Yeah, it caught me off guard as well. I'm kind of mad about it. But I didn't lose focus on his Jack quest.
Yes.
And I wanted him to still do well.
Yeah.
He's such a good character. But how much of that is Jack Quaid just being Jack Quaid?
Just being himself, yeah.
Yeah, because he's similar. You saw Oppenheimer, I did not. Mm-hmm. He was in that.
He didn't really stand out much in that, though.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay. So,
well, that's the thing, that movie had quite a lot of other actors in it that, had more to do.
Right, I see. Okay. You get a Quaid minute.
He's got his minute in the sun there, but no, it's for me, he felt like not a superhero. He felt like an action hero version of Mr. Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
There's a few Garfieldisms he was pulling with his face a few times.
We mentioned this. That you thought this would be like an Andrew Garfield vehicle maybe like 10 years ago?
No, you said that.
Oh, I said that.
Yeah.
One of us said this.
It was you. You were like, Andrew Garfield could have done this 10 years ago, but he didn't.
He got painted by the Marvel brush.
Yes.
Is that going to happen for Quaid?
I'd like to see him do more movies like this.
Yeah.
I think he could end up maybe... I don't want him to.
Okay.
But I think he could end up in a bit of a Gosling situation.
Sure.
I hope, because again, Fall Guy, that was Gosling's film as well. People didn't really come out to see that. And I hope people do come out to see that, and that they did to see this, and that they do like Mr. Quaid, and that they cast him in more roles like this. But he can clearly do other things too. Yeah. As we've seen him do it. I mean, how did Companion do?
People liked it, but I don't think it did super well. Mm-hmm. But again, that's not really a Jack Quaid vehicle.
No. I mean, were people watching it for him?
I was. But I don't know. There's going to be a shift in Hollywood at some point.
Yeah.
Where the youngsters are going to have to take over.
Yeah.
Do you see it in this movie? Is this the stars of the future?
I can see some young stars already starting to emerge. And It's like, you are the stars of the future. I can't wait to see what you guys are doing next.
Are there any other examples that come to mind in there?
The likes of Mikey Madison.
Okay.
I think we've already started to see it with that lady who was in Beam.
Jenna Ortega?
Yeah, Jenna Ortega's already going out there and doing it.
We have Death of a Unicorn soon.
Yes, we do. We're looking forward to that. Mm-hmm. I mean, she hasn't picked the best things either, but she's already going out making a bit of a name for herself. She's going in between movies and the streaming services, obviously. Movies have changed over the last few years especially, but it's not the same thing it was even 5 years ago, before COVID.
Yeah.
now you've got the rise of everything going to streaming. You've got to be a big name kind of on both things to get people interested now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. Will Quaid get his time in the sun?
I'm hoping he does, because The Boys is on streaming and that's doing well. And he's doing both. I think he's getting a nice balance, the same way Ortega is.
Yeah. Okay, good. There is a scene in this, it's an action scene in the middle of the movie.
I was going to say Sydney Sweeney, I feel like, has been doing it as well.
Yeah, there's fear that these people are going to get painted by the Marvel brush.
I'm hoping they don't.
Yeah. I mean, technically Jenna Ortega already has, because she was a child.
As is Sweeney, yeah.
Oh, she was in Madam Web. Oh, God. Oops. Everyone makes mistakes.
Come on, DC Marvel. Don't take any more, people.
You don't want Glenn Powell to get it.
I really don't want Glenn Powell to be Marveled.
Yeah.
Or DC'd. Do other action films, Glenn. Like The Running Man. It's perfect for you.
That's finished.
I love
filming.
that book.
Okay.
And I even like the cheesy 80s movie.
You made me buy it for you on DVD, on Blu-ray.
And it is, and it's not, the cheesy 80s movie isn't really too close to the book. But
Okay.
it's great and it's fun for what it is, and I think Glenn Powell's perfect for it.
Is that Stephen King?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I don't want to see him getting taken by that either.
Sure. There's a scene that's in the trailer as well, where it's basically Jack Quaid trying to survive a booby-trapped house. Mm-hmm. I could have watched that all day.
That's because you love Home Alone.
Correct. I also like Jack Quaid in that situation, because I imagine that the directors would have just gone, just go in there, Jack, it's all right.
Just go in, it'll be fine. We're just going to do it. Do you think that all happened then? Do you think they really did arrow him in the leg and mace him in the back?
Yeah, straight up, yeah. And his reaction was good every time.
Yeah.
There's a scene as well later on where he's being tortured, and his reactions to that, because he can't feel pain, was perfect for me.
Yeah.
I laughed a lot in that.
You really did. You laughed all the way through this film.
Yeah, because Jack Quaid's a charming presence.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's not very quippy. If you're expecting to watch this and see Deadpool,
It is the antidote of Deadpool.
He's not Deadpool.
Yeah.
But it does still have that same vibe where he is fucking himself up because he can't feel it.
Yeah.
And it is intention. It is funny in places.
There's the Gerald's Game stuff. It's with One Hand in particular that gets progressively worse.
Yeah.
But that's the start. It's sort of hinted at the start of the movie where he spills coffee on himself.
Yeah.
Like hot coffee. Mm-hmm. And then it's just like, right, well, that hand's fucked.
Yeah.
And it's like a journey.
Yeah, the hand just gets more and more fucked. Right? I'd just chop it off, mate. Just Captain Hook it.
Well, yeah, without any spoilers or anything, that's pretty much all we can give you.
Yeah, it's really hard, guys, not to go more into plot and character arcs and stuff without spoiling the main part of the story.
There are two policemen in this as well who are sort of following this robbery and, by extension, Jack Quaid's character. Mm-hmm. How did you find those?
They were all right.
Yeah.
They didn't wow me particularly. They didn't, nor did they offend me.
It felt like they were trying to do a buddy cop sort of situation.
Yeah, but that one guy in particular, he was doing a lot of airplaning. And when I say airplaning, I mean I picked a bad day to quit smoking. Mm-hmm. I picked a bad day to stop sniffing glue.
Yeah. I see what you mean. That felt a bit like sort of tacked on.
Yeah, I could have done without them.
But I didn't hate them.
No, you could. They do play a part in the story as well. But you would expect to see. I don't know why these movies do it, where we always just get like two cops. You would have an entire fucking team.
Yeah.
After something like this, but you can't have too many people and too many characters because it gets confusing.
It is. It's an hour and 50 minutes. Did you feel like it was a bit too long?
Do you know what? I felt like the runtime was going okay.
Uh-huh.
And it got towards the end and we get a bit of a fake out ending because it then carries on and I was like, oh, I've had enough of this now. But I'm like that with every action film I watch.
Yeah.
Eventually I get to the point where it's like, The Fall Guy felt long for me.
The Fall Guy was a bit too long.
It was like, I feel like I've seen a lot of this now. While it's impressive and I can appreciate it, I've seen too much. I'm ready for the story to wind down now.
A couple of facts for you then. Jack Quaid was the first choice.
That's great.
The directors visualised Jack Quaid as the perfect lead from his watching his performance in The Boys, of course.
Yeah.
Jack Quaid said that he was amazed by Ray Nicholson's ability to be very sweet.
Aww.
And then psycho.
Yeah.
Just like his father. And steps were taken to make this a grounded movie. Mm-hmm. In that, if a man couldn't feel pain, this is what he would do in that situation.
Yeah. I mean, it is make-believe and they do... some of it's a bit silly, but it's nothing that he does to himself or things like what's the word? Nothing that he does to himself or some of the injuries he gets would stop him from carrying on, really.
Yeah.
Like, even though he gets broken bones and stuff like that, because it's mentioned at the end, you're not going to see him just break his leg and start
putting it back together,
and start fighting with it or anything like that.
It's scrappy.
Yeah.
But on the right level of scrappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But sorry guys, that's all we can give you.
Yeah, we'd like to give you more, but we can't just yet without spoiling it.
Yeah.
Lest we spoil it for you.
Lest we spoil it for you. Would you watch it again?
I would watch it again. I think this is one I'd be happy to own on Blu-ray.
Hey, I'm glad you said that, because I'm definitely buying this.
Yay!
Cool. Novocaine is out in cinemas right now. It's out today. Is it better than Space Jam?
Yes.
Correct. Is it better than... Let's rank the Quaids. We didn't rank the Quaids. I was said in the car we're going to rank the Quaids.
Dennis Quaid's first.
Really?
Oh, that man is sexy though, isn't he?
But
Parent Trap, oh, he's my boy.
But the Day After Tomorrow guy?
Yeah. Especially the day after tomorrow.
Unacceptable.
Oh, but he went to New York to save his son.
Who wasn't Jack Quaid? Okay.
Could have been.
Second favourite Quaid.
I like Jack. I think he can go second.
Okay.
Randy Quaid can go last. He overacted in 2012.
And he's quite problematic.
Yeah, he's a problematic man.
He wasn't in 2012.
I'm pretty sure he was.
That was Woody Harrelson.
Oh, I thought it were him.
Independence Day, you're
There
thinking.
we go.
There we go. But you like him in Christmas Vacation.
I do. My parents do, though. That's where I get that from.
Oh, okay.
I had to grow up watching it.
Okay, fair news. That is not a good movie.
Shut your mouth. It really is. I won't hear you say anything about my boy Chevy in that film.
If there was a film that just sort of dropped a trailer now and it said starring Jack Quaid, would you go?
How many times have you said his fucking name in this podcast?
And I never call him Quaid. I never call him Mr. Quaid.
Can you just stop saying his name?
I never call him Jack. He's literally Jack Quaid. If I was friends with him, I'd never call him, oh, you're right, Jack. It's like, how are you today, Jack Quaid? That's how I would address him.
Cool.
And here at the Biscuits and Blurays podcast, we appreciate Jack Quaid.
Cool.
Better than Space Jam?
Yes.
Yeah, this is better than Space Jam. Out in cinemas now. Go see it.
Please go see it, guys. Please just go see it over Snow White.
We enjoyed Snow White, though.
I liked Snow White, but it was better than Snow White.
It's better than Snow White. Is it the best film of the year so far?
I voted it the same as I voted other films.
Okay. Oh, but you've seen things like Nora and stuff like that as well, haven't you?
Yeah, Nora wasn't a release. It was a 2024 release, though.
Oh, okay. So...
Even though I did see that this year.
Is it high for you, this one?
It is high for me. It's not as good as Nora.
Okay.
I liked that more.
Yeah. That's Mikey Madison.
It is Mikey Madison.
She's not in this.
No, I liked it more than Companion.
Interesting. I think I did as well. But that is not a bad film either. Check that out.
No, it is a good one.
Yeah.
I think I scored it the same as Opus, even though you didn't like Opus as much as I did.
Opus did not deliver.
It did for me.
If you want to see John Malkovich thrusting for...
That's your movie, guys.
For 10 straight minutes, that's your film. If you don't want to see that, go see Novocaine. And if you want to see Snow White, why not?
No one wants to see Snow White.
Oh, clearly. Just a quick thing, we walked past it and it sounded not very busy in there.
No, it didn't. And all the merchandise was just sat there.
Yeah,
But it was nice not to see any of the Captain American stuff just sat chilling. That's all finally gone now.
That's probably in landfill now, yeah. We're going to make way for that chicken jockey!
Yeah, well, the Minecraft stuff was out.
Flint and Steel. We're probably going to cover that movie.
Probably.
We're definitely covering that movie.
There we go.
I'll do the artwork for it now. But yeah, I had a good time with it. You had a good time?
I did.
And that's all we have to say. Go see Novocaine. Good time. It's not a pain.
No gain.
You will gain. Thanks for doing this, baby.
You're welcome.
Yeah! Well, who knows what's next?
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen. Bye-bye.
In the words of Ellie Goulding.
What?
Anything could happen.
Oh, I forgot about that. Bye-bye.
Bye.